What's up, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. We're a little more than a week and a half into the MLB season, and one of the biggest rule changes going into the season was the fact that you could challenge balls and strikes with the ABS system, and in my opinion, it has been the greatest rule out and the most impactful in MLB history. To start off with, what is ABS? It's an automatic strike zone generated by computers where hitters, pitchers, and catchers, only those three, are allowed to challenge a pitch. If they want to challenge a pitch, they have to tap their helmet like that. Like I said, only those three can, and they get 2 challenges a game. If they win in that challenge, they keep the challenge, but if they lose the challenge, they lose 1 challenge. So you can have a minimum of 2, but as long as you get them right, you can have as many as you want. Each challenge takes about 15 seconds roughly, and it's shown on the board wherever it is in center field, right field, left field, in the outfield. It's purple, and if any part of it is touching, it's a strike, but if it's a ball, it shows how far away it is from the plate. And like I said, each team gets 2 challenges, and they must tap their helmet immediately. An umpire can deem if it took them too long to decide. How long has ABS been around? It was first started in the minor leagues in 2022, and it's still used in the minors today. It started for Major League Baseball, I guess, in 2025 in spring training. They had it in the All-Star game, just not the regular season or playoffs. In 2026, they had it in spring training again, and now it's in the playoffs and the regular season, which is awesome. But since it was in the minor leagues to start for so long, dudes like Connor Griffin, their Major League debut, he got a challenge successful. But veterans like Cattell and even Otani, dudes that have been around for the league a lot and are established, aren't challenging it. So I think it's part just that it's been in the minors and they've grown up with it. So here are some stats from the spring training ABS system in 2025. It was used in 60% of spring training games in 2025. 2.6% of all called pitches were challenged in spring training this year. So they're using it, but they're also being smart because they only get 2, so they don't want to waste it. And the success rate was 52.2, which shows umpires know what they're doing because they're getting a little more than 50% of them right. But like I just said, hitters and pitchers and catchers aren't challenging everything. So I don't know exactly how much they're getting right, but I bet it's way under 50%. Because if you watch an MLB game before the ABS, there were so many atrocious calls. To compare that to stats from 2026 spring training, there was 4.6 challenges per game. Catches were the best at it. I think it's because they have the framing, they know where the zone is. And 56.5% of all pitches were a successful challenge, which is 4% higher from last year. So no matter who it is challenging, they're getting smarter at it and knowing the zone better because the percentage is up 4% from just 1 year ago. And now this is the most interesting part. There has been 850 missed calls from the first week of the regular season. The first weekend, umpires have messed up 850 times. I get not being perfect, but if you look at some of the calls, it's pretty bad, I'm not going to lie. And 5.51% of those were overturned. So here's the interesting thing. Out of 850 calls, only 155 were overturned. Do you add a 3rd challenge? Because if you watch some of these games, these hitters, pitchers, and catchers are scared to burn 1 challenge. Because if you burn a challenge, you're kind of making it risky. And if you lose another one early, you're kind of out. So they're saying it for the last couple of innings, and 2 challenges I don't think is enough. So if MLB wants to improve this, they should add 3 challenges. So if you burn one, you're back to like your original 2, we'll say, and then you can go from there. But so many people are timid to use that first challenge, so MLB should add a 3rd challenge to make it better. And honestly, like, they could have challenged so many stuff that could have been a strike or a ball that they just didn't because of that 2nd challenge.
Ooh, and they ring it up on strike 3.
ABS walk-off. The call was originally a ball. It was a perfect pitch. A Rangers-Orioles game, top 9th. I think it was a 2-2 count. It was a perfect top right pitch in the corner, and the umpire just didn't call it. So Samuel Bio of the Orioles, the catcher, tapped his helmet and was waiting for the pitch, and it was a strike 3 to end the game. So that was the first ever walk-off in the ABS history.
Like that. Oh, Basayo's going to challenge.
Yep. Well, why not?
We have not seen a challenge end a game yet. ABS powered by T-Mobile. Basayo for the win. Yes! The first ever ABS challenge.
Buckner has had 6 calls overturned in 8 challenges in one game. He missed 6 calls and had 6 of them overturned. He missed 20 total calls that didn't get overturned, which is what I'm saying. They didn't challenge it because they didn't want to burn that first one. But he missed 20 calls and is behind the plate. And there's a play where he said a runner didn't even touch first base when he was in the field umpire. He wasn't looking at first. So CB Buckner is really bad at this. I'm kind of mad we didn't get to see Angel Hernandez with the ABS. That would have been hysterical. And then Mike Estrope, he had 6 calls overturned last night in the Diamondbacks Braves game, and 11 total changed, which he's just not good. He's had 11 total calls overturned, which is the most in MLB. The worst call of the season, so the worst in ABS history, was again in a Rangers-Orioles game. The call was a ball by 4.27 inches, and the umpire called it a strike. It was a good frame job, but it was way outside. So, ABS is the biggest rule change and the most impactful rule change in MLB history, and it's going to do wonders. It's already won games for people. We've seen some of the worst strikes and worst umpires, and it's an incredible rule change. Thank you guys for watching. To end this video, I'm going to play a 30-second clip of the 3 worst calls of the season so far that have been overturned by ABS, and it's funny because umpires are terrible. Thank you guys for watching. Comment down below what you think of this new rule change.
Yeah, he was right by plenty. And it's strike 3 called, and Springer is challenging.
The hair off that plate.
It is. That's a few hairs off that plate.
Phillies will go 1-3. Oh, that ball's outside.
Let's see. Rangers have a challenge remaining.
Yeah, Ron Culberth go, not again. Ball's off the corner. Sorry. Way off the corner. I mean,